New details tonight in the deadly shooting spree that police say left a Kentucky mother and daughter dead and 3 others injured, including a state trooper.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom of the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about the Kentucky shootings. I don't even know how to explain it because it was so much shit that went on. So what happened is Guy House, who is now being identified as the shooter. So what he first did is he got pulled over by a state trooper near Bluegrass Airport in Lexington, Kentucky. He then proceeds to shoot the police. Luckily, the police officer did not succumb to his injuries. He looked like he's making a full recovery. So he then proceeds to shoot the officer. He steals another car, drives to Richmond Road Baptist Church, and then he ends up first shooting and killing a 72-year-old mother, Beverly Gum, in the chest. He then shoots and kills Christina Combs, as well as he also critically wounded 2 men. So the 2 men at this time and date are still alive, and hopefully they still, they will remain to stay alive. So then, after he does this, wherein he has shot 5 people in total, the police, then shows up at the Richmond Road Baptist Church and then shoot and kill him. So I don't even know where to start with that, but we have now gotten more context with it. So to start with, it's a multitude of reasons that we actually have both of them are kind of in relevance to a domestic violence situation, 2 different domestic violence situations with 2 different women. So what the first woman, who you could say was his girlfriend at the time of his death, or was his most recent ex-girlfriend, I guess you could say, she has requested to stay unidentified at the moment, so we don't have a name on this. Obviously, for name reasons, but she said in days leading up to the shooting that she filed an emergency protective order. She talked about their relationship, how it started off well, and they had moved in together since the beginning of the year. And then she said she noticed a change in him. She said once he was not able to see his daughter, she said she noticed a change in his behavior and mental health. He then began escalating things with his behavior, and that's when she broke up with House. So she said on July 4th, she says House came into her home, stole her firearms along with some other personal belongings, then stole her vehicle. She immediately filed a emergency protective order the next day. She said she detailed in the emergency protective order, she detailed about how he emotionally abused her, threatened her to get fired from her job, and even threatened to hurt her and her family. But due to these actions, the emergency protective order was actually never served. They even went as far on July 6th to shut down her street to look for House. She also told the cops that he had a suicidal ideations of being killed by a cop, which makes sense why he got pulled over and he decided to shoot the state trooper. And then we also found out that he also had a domestic violence hearing the following day after he did all this. Okay, so the domestic violence situation did not involve the mother of his children. He went to the Richmond Road Baptist Church and trying to find, she says, it looks like one of Star Rutherford's sisters. So I don't know if he had some type of relation with one of her sisters. But when he got there, he was told she wasn't there. And then he said, well, I guess someone's going to have to die then. And that's before he went on his rampage. So, yeah, that's pretty much all it is to the situation details. It's a really sad situation in my personal opinion. Obviously, it's sad because we lost 2 people and obviously injured another 3, and hopefully those 3 will have a full recovery. But it's also sad for him. Obviously, we can tell that he is somebody who is dealing with mental health issues as described by his ex-girlfriend. But the reasoning for why he, what made his mental health issues trigger a fact of, he was just trying to be in his daughter's life. I don't know we don't have the actual, relationship, if the mother was withholding the child or things of that sort. But him starting to flip out because he wasn't able to see his daughter, and then it leading to this is very, very sad because, at the end of the day, it's something positive. A father who's actually, actively trying to be an active parent. Obviously, he loves his kid and things of that sort. And, whatever reasoning it is that he's not able to see his daughter, and this, leading all the way to the death of multiple women and injuring men is very, very sad to see. So, just it's good to always check on your people, even the people that seem strong and things of that sort, because you never know what they could be going through. Because like they said, the ex-girlfriend said she felt like this all could have been avoided, and honestly, this all could have been avoided if or the proper precautions were took, but sadly they weren't, and we had to live with that. So RIP everybody in this situation, and hopefully everybody make a full recovery. But that's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I just talk about in the video, and we out.